Alright guys, welcome back to the shot build. This is a pretty awesome day because we got our permit 2 weeks ago and now we're going to be pouring concrete. We're pouring 30 yards of concrete. It is 3,000 psi. 2,500 is all I needed for according to the engineer, but I went ahead and raised it to 3,000 psi. Half-inch rock, so smaller rock. We're going to be using a pump. Here's Smooth Move coming out for us, and it's a line pump. And the nice thing about using them is they're like another 1 or 2 laborers in a sense, helping us out. So we pay for the pump, but we also get 2 guys, so that's not too bad. Let's see what else about the concrete. So 3,000 psi, half-inch rock. It's a 4-inch slump, so it's gonna be kind of stiffer because we're doing that footing first. So everything's monolithic, and then we're gonna do the wall. So we did have our inspection just last week. Everything passed. Everything looked really good. So we also had the UFA ground, mark that, which is for electrical. I had also had electrical inspection. Okay, here's my UFA right here. So if you want to see more about that, you should look it up online. The 1.5-inch conduit there, the electrical inspector actually looks at for the sweep, so everything's good there. And you know, we're dialed, so we're ready to pour. So here probably in about 30 minutes, we got the first truck. And in between, so 30 yards, that's going to be 3 trucks, 10 yards each. And I do have hot water in it because it's cold out, and I want that footing to set up a little bit, so when we go to pour the stem wall on top, that not hard, they'll still mix, but so just hard enough. But if it was too runny, then it actually kind of might boil out. So a little stiffer mix. It's an hour between trucks, so it gives it a little bit more setup time. Yeah. So, you ready, George?
Yeah.
Big day for us. Okay. Here out on the Rogers residence. So let's go ahead and get this going. Today's Friday, and it's a beautiful day. So no rain here in Oregon in the early spring. All right, it's time for concrete. Getting ready to bag down the driveway.
So when you have a full truck 10 yards backing down a pretty steep driveway, you need to make sure that he spins his drum a little bit faster, because just like it kind of did here, and part of it is up in the driveway, is it's spilled out the back end as it's backing down. So we had to hurry and tell him, spin it faster.
Yeah.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah. On that top, George, the Pier, and so been waiting about 8 months to do this. This is terrible right now. Do the plans and then they're good quality, everything, but they said no, you had to have an architect, and then it was just round and round. All right. Made our first step. Yeah, everything's looking good so far. Looking good so far, Sonny. Oh, there we go. Oh, a little bit, just because there's cracks there. Get right in here inside. So I'm going just a little bit into that, right, 6 inches into that other pour. Bond the two pours together so it's not too much of a cold joint.
So we're gonna top it off the next go around, or?
Yeah, so once we get up so high, then we'll eventually be at the top, and then we'll come back around to, like we did with the pudding. Man, my arms are getting tired.
Would it be easier to work here than doing this?
Yeah, I just worry about there being two people on those planks. Were you? Oh, looks like you were kind of poking the hole back in. Nice.
Trying to. In some areas there's kind of set up already.
Have to rinse this off with water. All right, so we got all topped out.
So we're going around right now. After we vibrated and got it all topped out, we're going around and smoothing up the top. We're getting our truck cleaned out right now. We even got the wife out here helping. Yeah, hey honey. We got neighbor Mr. Sonny working on it. Probably his favorite part right here. He was a champ. He was pulling all the stakes out. What a champ. So we're gonna jump in and start. We got this whole section over here to still level out, smooth off. This section here, so I'm gonna try to work this way, going backwards, meet up with Mike, and go from there.
Well, that's a wrap for pouring concrete with our for our foundation. So we got a very important milestone that was completed by getting it all poured. So got it all knocked down, finished on the surface. You know, you'll see the process when we go to strip the forms. But these are going to break loose right in here, bend over into our slab, that sort of thing. You know, but in all, this is using 2x6s for our forms. So again, not too typical, but this is how we did it, and it worked out great. You also saw that we were doing lifts. So we poured our footing, then we came around, we poured about 2 feet, 2.5 feet all the way around, and we just kept working ourselves around. And then when we got to the top, we just started going around the top, finishing it. So we had 3 guys, worked out real great. I'm super grateful for them. You know, isn't this crazy, this weather? This is Oregon in March. You know, it's amazing. So we're out here in t-shirts, and that boy's in his shorts. Jeez. And but yeah, so all looks great, all went well, no blowouts. So I'm very pleased with how everything turned out so far. I guess you know, we'll really see is when we strip all our forms. So yeah, so hopefully you liked, hopefully you enjoyed. You realize, you know, we had our gloves on, so when you're handling concrete whatnot, you should be wearing gloves, because you know, you could get concrete burns from the cement, the lime that's inside the concrete. So just be careful of that. And yeah, so like always, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Be safe out there. These columns, they turned out really good. These piers, rather, not really columns, well, they're columns. Pouring them with the concrete, just boiled out at the bottom like this. And then as we're pouring, we have a vibrator in there, and we're pulling up as we're pulling the concrete hose up and out. In this case, we use the pump that we use for the concrete wall, and just brought it over here. That was the easiest, you know, of course. Yeah, so